So for the tracing loops fun sheet, this is just like the other tracing fun sheets we've done. You're going to create a chart that keeps track of the state of all the variables as this code snippet runs, so you can see what this code does, how it changes the variables. I'm going to run through the example with you so you can see how it evolves. So the fun sheet has the example answer, but I'm going to show you the evolution of how we got there. And all of these are using while loops, right? That's what we're going to use it to do, is trace while loops. So the first thing that happens in this code is we declare the variable x. So make a column for x, and we're assigning it the value 3. The next thing that happens is we declare the variable c. So I make a column for c, and I assign it the value 0. And I write a 0 under the c. Now we've got our while loop, which is checking the condition, is x greater than 0. So I just have to look here. The value of x is 3. 3 is greater than 0. So that means I'm going to execute the body of the while loop. The first thing the while loop does is increment the value of c by 1. So it changes c from 0 to 1. That's what plus plus does. The next thing it does is it decrements the value of x by 1. So x goes from 3 to 2. We get to the end of the while loop, which means we have to go back to the beginning of the while loop, and we check its condition again. So I'm going to ask, is x greater than 0? Again, we look at x. The value of x is 2. 2 is greater than 0. So we're going to execute the body of the while loop again. That's how loops work. We just keep doing the body while the condition is true. When the condition becomes false, we stop doing the body. So I run through the body again. I increment c by 1, c++. So c was 1. Now it becomes 2. I decrement x by 1. X was 2, it becomes 1. And we're at the end of the while loop, so I go back to the beginning of the while loop. I check the condition, is x greater than 0? X is currently 1. 1 is greater than 0, so I run the body again. Scroll this up a little bit. C++, I increment c by 1, so 2 becomes 3. X minus minus, I decrement x by 1, so 1 becomes 0. We have reached the end of the while loop, so I go back to the beginning. I check the condition again. Is x greater than 0? X is currently 0. 0 is not greater than 0. So we're done with the loop. We skip over the body and we would run whatever code comes after it. In this case, no more code comes after it. So we're all done. Once this code is finished, the value of x is 0 and the value of c is 3. And so this would be your answer to this problem for this fun sheet. And so you're going to follow this process for all of the activities in the fun sheet. Good luck. Have fun. Computer science. Turning off the recording.